For decades, American universities have been this huge magnet for talented students from all over the world. But what's really behind that? What's the secret sauce that pulls people from every corner of the globe? Well, let's get into it. It all really kicks off with a pretty simple question that a lot of international students get asked. Hey, you've got great schools back home. Why go through all the hassle, all the expense to study in the US? And believe me, the answer is a lot deeper than just, wanting a change of scenery. Okay, so if you had to boil it all down to just one thing, it's this: reputation. We're talking about a global reputation for just top-tier academic excellence. And this isn't some fluffy marketing term, right? This is something that's been built up over decades on real, tangible success. And check this out. Our source material really hits a nail on the head. It says, the US is home to the majority of the high-ranking universities in the world. I mean, that one sentence, that single verifiable fact, that's pretty much the foundation for this whole conversation. So what that really means is, for so many students and academics out there, the US system is kind of the gold standard. It's the yardstick, It's the benchmark that other systems around the world often measure themselves against. But okay, reputation is a big word. What does that actually look like in the real world? Well, it's not just one single thing. It's really built on three key pillars of advantage. And here they are. First, you've got all those world-class rankings. Then, there are the unique fields of study you can find. And finally, the superior resources they have at their disposal. All right, let's dig into each one of these a little more. Okay, so pillar number one, those world-class rankings. This one's all about prestige, right? The quality you can actually see on paper. I mean, pull up any major global university ranking, and what do you see? US schools are just all over the top of the list, consistently. And that's not just for bragging rights. A degree from one of those places opens doors, it gets recognized, period. All right, pillar two is all about opportunity. Think about it. Maybe you're passionate about a super specific niche field, something really cutting edge. There's a good chance that exact program just doesn't even exist in your home country. But the American system is so massive and so diverse that you can find these incredibly specialized programs. And that brings us to the third pillar: resources. And this is where it gets really tangible. As our source material shows, when you put the systems side by side, you often see these huge advantages for the US. We're talking a more flexible way to structure your courses, better labs, better facilities, and just more access to the top professors in any given field. So we've gone through all the practical stuff, right? The logical, check the boxes reasons. But let's be real. A decision this big is often about way more than just a pro-con list. For a lot of people, this is deeply personal. It's aspirational. And honestly, I think this last part of the quote just says it all. It says, obtaining a degree from one of those world-class institutions is a feat I hope to achieve one day. Listen to that word, feat. That's not just, I hope to get a piece of paper. This is a huge life goal. It turns it from just a certificate into a massive personal achievement. It's the dream. So that kind of leaves us with one last thing to chew on. We've seen how rankings, resources, and reputation all build up this idea of American academic excellence. But I want to ask you, what does a world-class education really mean to you? Is it just the big name on the degree? Or is it about the stuff you learn? Or maybe the whole experience of it all? Definitely something to think about.